To give you some further information about a subject I've been talking about today, let me go a little bit deeper. A quick background. I do a live every week on YouTube where I have guests on. I had a guest on that was the Democratic candidate in Tennessee's 4th Congressional District in the last election. She lost that election. She's running for that seat again. She has a Democratic opponent in the primary named Jacob Anders, who asked if he could also be on my show. So I did an episode with him. We got cut off halfway through. We were going to schedule a second half of that interview, and then he went on what I consider to be a tirade on social media, saying that it isn't right that the Democratic Party in Tennessee is removing him from the ballot because he didn't meet the criteria to be on the ballot. And so therefore he has proclaimed that the people who run the Democratic Party in the state of Tennessee are no longer legitimate, and has appointed himself to be the head of the Democratic Party in the state of Tennessee, and then went ahead and appointed new county Democratic chairs for each county in the state of Tennessee. I saw all of that and said, I don't want to do the second half of the interview. I sent him an email saying, thank you for your time, wishing nothing but the best, but we're not going to do the second half of the interview. To which he then flooded my inbox with a series of emails explaining to me what a coward I was that I wouldn't do the interview, and asking if he could do a part 2 without me by creating an AI version of me that would ask him questions. And then I got a series of emails from some of his supporters telling me that I was in the pocket of his opponent. Since then, I've discovered that this gentleman is originally from Alabama and was a city council member at one point in time, and at one point in time pleaded guilty to an harassment charge. Huntsville city council candidate, I don't know that he was actually elected, he might have been just a candidate, pleaded guilty in 2010 harassment case. This is from August 6th of 2018. WAFF 48 News has obtained court documents showing a candidate for Huntsville City Council's District 4 pleaded guilty to harassing a high school classmate in 2010. Jacob Anders paid a $100 fine and $208 in court costs in December of 2010. A judge sentenced Anders to serve 30 days in the city jail, but the sentence was suspended for 12 months of probation. Anders attended Huntsville High School with Lauren Smith, a classmate who filed a complaint with police and the school district. Court documents state that on September 30th, 2010, Anders threatened Smith's then-boyfriend's life via text message. Smith filed a Huntsville City Schools witness statement the same day. It states Anders texted, quote, AJ is, as you can see there, Morta, I didn't do anything because you were my friend, but now it doesn't matter. I have no reason to hold back. And AJ is going to regret the day he met me. A law enforcement incident report from October 2010 states, quote, Jacob verbally threatened her. Jacob told her he was to unalive her boyfriend and also threatening her with text message. The incident alarmed Lauren. Smith took Anders to court, where he initially pleaded not guilty. He entered a guilty plea on December 9, 2010. The plea agreement avoided jail time and stated Anders could have no contact directly or indirectly with Lauren Smith as a condition of probation. His probation was 12 months from December 2010 to December 2011. Anders declined an opportunity to be interviewed and said via text, I didn't harass anyone, and I took the plea deal because our legal system is fucked up. In a previous interview with WAFF 48 News, Anders said he and Schmidt were in a romantic relationship. Schmidt denies this. He would drive over to my house in the dead of night, call my phone, try to get me to come outside. He would call my sister, my younger sister. She was 11 at the time. He would call and text her phone constantly to see where I was, what I was doing, who I was with, she said. She said Anders would show up all the time when she was out in public, and it wasn't a coincidence. He intentionally stalked and harassed me, and when I told him I had enough of it and I was going to do something about it, he threatened me with death, she said. Both Smith and Anders said Smith suffered from drug addiction and had other abusive relationships. Smith moved into Anders' parents' home between 2014 and 2015. Neither individual could confirm the exact time frame she moved in. Smid said her drug abuse clouded her judgment and that it was a mistake to move into the home. She claims Anders' harassment resumed while she was at the home. In a previous interview with WAFF, Anders said he attempted to get her clean at the time. Smid left the home after a period of months, and both say communication between them had been paused since that time. Anders is running against incumbent Billy Kling and Jackie Reed for City Council District 4 seat. The Huntsville municipal election is August 28th. Obviously, that's from back in 2018. There is no August 28th election right now. I'm being kind when I say this. The more I uncover about this gentleman, the more it seems like he is somebody that is in desperate need of mental health help. And if I'm being completely honest, I wouldn't feel safe around this gentleman if I were in the 4th Congressional District of Tennessee. Because I'm trying to be politically correct with these videos about him, but Unhinged is a very sanitized, politically correct way of expressing what I truly think is going on with this gentleman. I think that there could potentially be a threat to public safety when it comes to this gentleman. Please, for the love of everything that is decent and good in this world, do not elect this man, 4th Congressional District of Tennessee.